Libra, there is somebody in your life who is trying very hard to play it cool, but deep down, they have a serious crush on you. They may be hiding their feelings because they feel a little embarrassed by how excited, nervous, and happy you make them feel. There is something about your presence that completely changes their usual behavior. They may feel like they are becoming far too eager around you, and they cannot quite understand why they are acting this way. This person may be wondering, is this normal? Why am I behaving like this? They may find themselves getting nervous when they see you, laughing a little too hard at your jokes, forgetting what they wanted to say, or accidentally saying something that comes out differently than they intended. They may even rehearse conversations in their head before seeing you, thinking about exactly what they are going to say and how they are going to act. Yet when the moment arrives, things do not always go as smoothly as they planned. Sometimes they may seem distant because they are trying too hard to look calm, while other times they may seem almost overly excited because they simply cannot hide how happy they are around you. The strongest message coming through for you is that this person feels completely captivated by you. They may think of you as someone incredibly special, someone who brings a kind of excitement into their life that they have not experienced before. Being close to you makes them feel energized, happy, and emotionally overwhelmed in the sweetest way. Seeing you may instantly put a smile on their face, and they may secretly look for reasons to be wherever you are. They may even create little excuses just to talk to you. They could send you a message asking something they could easily find out themselves, simply because they want an opening to start a conversation with you. Maybe they ask you about a movie, a random question, something about work, or something they already know the answer to. The real reason is not the question. The real reason is that they wanted an excuse to hear from you. After sending the message, they may immediately start questioning themselves. They could look at their phone and think, why did I send that? They are monitoring themselves because they do not want to appear too obvious. They want to look confident and composed, but their feelings keep getting in the way. There is also an interesting energy of jealousy here. This person may notice when you are talking to other people and suddenly wonder why it bothers them. They may think it is too early for them to feel that way, yet they cannot completely control the reaction. They may be surprised by how protective or possessive their feelings have become because this is not necessarily how they normally behave. What makes this even more interesting is that this person may already feel that you are an incredible match for them. They may see the two of you as naturally compatible, as though you complete each other in certain ways. There could even be similarities in your appearance, expressions, mannerisms, or overall energy. Perhaps you have similar features, similar eyes, similar smiles, or something about your faces makes you look surprisingly compatible together. This person may secretly look at pictures of you and imagine what the two of you would look like together. They may compare your smiles, your expressions, and your overall energy. They may think that there is something unusually natural about the two of you being together. They may feel like they are experiencing their first real crush all over again. Even if they are normally serious, practical, or not particularly interested in romantic fantasies, you have brought out a completely different side of them. They may feel almost embarrassed by how romantic they have become. And this is where the energy becomes much deeper. This person may already be imagining a long-term future with you. They may be thinking about commitment, stability, and what it would be like to build something lasting together. Even if they previously believed that marriage or serious commitment was not something they wanted anytime soon, meeting you may have changed their perspective. They may look at you and suddenly imagine a future they never expected to want. That is why they may feel so confused by themselves. They could be thinking, why am I already imagining this person in my future? You have somehow made them reconsider things they once believed about love and relationships. There is also a strong mirroring energy between you. When you are talking to this person, they may unconsciously copy your body language. If you lean forward, they may lean forward. If you change your posture, they may do the same. They may not even realize they are doing it until afterward, when they suddenly become self-conscious and think, why am I acting like this? That is because they are extremely focused on you. They notice small things about you. They notice your expressions, your reactions, your voice, and the way you interact with other people. They are paying much more attention than they want you to realize. There is also a beautiful message here about dreams coming true and having faith. This person may normally avoid overly romantic or sentimental behavior, but around you, they are beginning to embrace those emotions. They may even think they have become one of those overly romantic people they once joked about. They may sometimes overshare with you because they become nervous and emotionally excited. They could tell you more than they intended and then later think, "Why did I say all of that?" Other times, they may go in the opposite direction and hold everything back, only to regret not opening up enough. It is almost like they are struggling to find the right balance because their emotions are stronger than they expected. There is a very strong message of communication coming through as well. For many of you, this person may reach out with a message, a call, or some other form of communication. They may find an excuse to start a conversation because they genuinely want contact with you. They may even send you a quick message through a work platform, Messenger, or another communication app simply because they want to create an opportunity to interact with you. They are thinking carefully about what they say because they do not want to embarrass themselves. They want to appear calm, confident, and in control, but underneath that exterior, they are excited. There is also a powerful magnetic connection here. This person feels a gravitational pull toward you. They may believe that you feel it too, and that possibility makes them even more excited. They may want to be wherever you are, almost as if they naturally gravitate toward your presence. You may notice them appearing in places where they know you will be. They may find subtle ways to stay close without making their interest completely obvious. They may try to act casual, but their behavior could make their feelings surprisingly easy to notice. There is also a healing quality surrounding this connection. This person may believe that meeting you has changed something inside them. You may have entered their life at a moment when they were not expecting anything serious, and suddenly their perspective began to shift. Some of you may have met this person through an unusual or unexpected circumstance. Neither of you may have planned for the connection to happen. Perhaps you had both reached a point where you were not particularly focused on love, and then something about your meeting completely changed the situation. It is almost as if their world was shaken up in the best possible way. They may feel like you came into their life and turned everything upside down, but instead of being afraid of that change, they secretly love it. They feel more alive, more excited, and more emotionally awakened. There is also a strong intuitive connection between you. You may sometimes feel like you understand what this person is thinking without them saying it directly. Your communication may go beyond simple words. You may notice their expressions and immediately understand what they are feeling, while they may experience the same thing with you. This person may also watch how other people interact with you. They may notice who approaches you, who talks to you, and who seems interested in you. They may not normally pay attention to these things, but because they care about you, they become much more observant. There is something about your presence that attracts attention. Other people may notice you, and this person notices that too. They may see how easily people are drawn toward you and may secretly wonder who else is interested in you. However, they are not necessarily jealous of your success or attention. In fact, they may admire you and celebrate your confidence. What bothers them is the possibility that someone else could take your attention away from them. This person may also be very ambitious, well-connected, or established in their career. They could have a leadership position, manage a business, work in administration, finance, real estate, or another professional environment where they have responsibility and influence. They may be someone who takes their future seriously and thinks carefully about where they invest their time, energy, and money. There is also an energy of someone who has learned from their past. This person may have experienced previous disappointments and now understands what they do and do not want in a relationship. They are not interested in wasting their energy. They may have become much more selective because of lessons from their past. Yet despite all their caution, you somehow manage to get through their defenses. They may secretly check your social media and look through your pictures. They may want to learn more about you, discover what you like, understand your personality, and find little details that help them feel closer to you. They could even accidentally interact with an old post and then immediately realize what they have done. If that happens, they may feel incredibly embarrassed because they do not want you to know just how much attention they have been paying to you. When you message them or call them, they may smile at their phone. They may try to act normal, but inside, they are excited. They may even become slightly annoyed with themselves because they cannot understand why they are so emotionally affected by you. The strongest message is simple. They cannot stop thinking about you. They may love your smile in particular. Something about your smile may completely change their mood. They may find themselves looking at your pictures and imagining the two of you together. Even if you have never taken a picture together, they may mentally picture what that would look like. They may think you look incredibly compatible together and wonder what it would be like to actually share more experiences with you. There is also a strong desire for stability here. This person may not just want a temporary connection. They may want something meaningful, balanced, and mutual. They want to give as much as they receive. They want a relationship where both people contribute emotionally and genuinely care about each other. They may also be thinking about your love language. They could wonder whether you appreciate quality time, kind words, thoughtful gestures, or simply having someone who consistently shows up for you. They may be trying to figure out what makes you feel valued because they want to understand how to love you in a way that actually matters to you. There is a strong indication that this person is considering making some kind of move. They may be planning a date, thinking about where they could take you, or imagining how they could create a special moment between the two of you. The energy feels like they are not simply dreaming anymore. They are considering action. There is also a very strong emotional offer surrounding this connection. This person may eventually open their heart and reveal more of what they feel. They may not necessarily say everything at once, but there is an indication that their feelings will become increasingly difficult for them to hide. For some of you, this person may even feel that you represent emotional fulfillment and the possibility of building a happy future together. There is also strong, passionate energy surrounding this person. They could have a confident, creative, energetic personality. They may be highly motivated in their career and passionate about what they do. They could have a strong presence and may naturally attract attention wherever they go. They may be someone who takes care of themselves and has a healthy, active lifestyle. They could enjoy fitness, sports, creative activities, travel, or adventurous experiences. Some of you may resonate with someone who enjoys motorcycles, water activities, or exciting outdoor experiences. There may also be a connection to business, finance, investments, real estate, or entrepreneurship. This person may understand how to manage resources and may be focused on building something stable for their future. There is an important message here about past lessons. This person has learned where to invest their energy and where not to. They may have become wiser because of previous experiences, and they are not interested in repeating old mistakes. The connection may also carry a strong sense of synchronicity. Certain numbers, dates, or repeated signs may appear around this situation. You may notice recurring numbers such as 111, 6, 10, 11, 12, or 16. These could connect to birthdays, important dates, or moments that become meaningful within the connection. There may also be connections to Aquarius, Cancer, Pisces, Virgo, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius energy, whether through someone's sun, moon, rising sign, or simply their personality. You may also notice certain initials or names becoming significant. Names or initials beginning with letters such as A, B, C, D, E, G, J, L, M, N, P, R, S, T, V, or W could stand out for some of you. Take only what genuinely resonates with your situation and leave the rest. The overall message for you, Libra, is that this person is much more emotionally invested than they are willing to admit. They may try to act calm, but underneath that calm exterior, there is excitement, nervousness, curiosity, and genuine affection. They may be asking themselves why they cannot stop thinking about you, why they suddenly care so much, and why they are imagining possibilities they never expected to consider. You may have changed the way they look at love. They may have entered your life unexpectedly, but the impact you have had on them feels anything but ordinary. You brought something out of them that they had been keeping hidden, and now they are trying to figure out what to do with these feelings. So if you have been wondering whether someone is secretly thinking about you, watching for an opportunity to approach you, or trying to find an excuse to communicate with you, this reading strongly points toward that possibility. This person may be closer than you realize. They may already be watching, already thinking, already planning, and already wondering how they can finally make their feelings known. And the biggest message of all is this: they may be trying to play it cool, but Libra, they are not nearly as good at hiding their feelings as they think they are.